With his long beard that has become an immortal symbol in the world of rock, Billy Gibbons emerges as a figure who transcends the status of a mere guitarist. He is a fusion of art, style, and a free-spirited philosophy woven through bluesy licks and heavy, character-rich riffs. Forget excessive luxury. Gibbons's life is the perfect blend of vintage Texas charm and a deep passion for customized classic items. Behind his eccentric appearance, Gibbons is a man who loves antique cars, unique fashion, and living life with full appreciation. From the scorching streets of Texas to grand stages around the globe, he remains an icon who unites elegance and grit in one persona. This is the lifestyle of Billy Gibbons, elegant, authentic, and unmistakably rock. Born in the Tanglewood neighborhood of Houston, Texas, William Frederick Gibbons grew up in a family deeply connected to the arts. His father, Frederick Royal Gibbons, was an orchestra conductor and concert pianist who also worked at MGM Studios alongside his cousin, the legendary art director Cedric Gibbons. From a young age, Billy was introduced to the world of music and performance. His mother once took him to see Elvis Presley when he was only 5 years old, and 2 years later, his father introduced him to B.B. King during a recording session. At the age of 13, he received his first electric guitar, a sunburst Gibson Melody Maker with a Fender Champ amplifier, which sparked his lifelong passion for blues guitar. Inspired by musicians such as Jimmy Reed, Gibbons began honing his distinctive playing style. A major milestone in Billy Gibbons' career began in 1966 in Houston when he formed the psychedelic rock band Moving Sidewalks with Dan Mitchell on drums, Tom Moore on keyboards, and Don Summers on bass. The band gained early recognition through their song 99th Floor and even served as the opening act for the Jimi Hendrix Experience's first U.S. tour, an experience that sparked a friendship between Gibbons and Hendrix. However, by 1969, Moore and Summers were drafted into the Vietnam War, forcing Gibbons and Mitchell to halt Moving Sidewalks and search for a new direction. Everything changed in 1970 when Billy Gibbons met two musicians who would become the unshakable foundation of ZZ Top for more than 5 decades: Dusty Hill on bass and vocals, and Frank Beard on drums. This trio became the classic lineup of ZZ Top, known worldwide for their thick blues rock sound, iconic beards, and an unmatched consistency in music history. They remained together from 1970 to 2021, leading ZZ Top to become one of America's most successful rock bands. After Dusty Hill passed away in 2021, his bass role was continued by the band's longtime guitar tech and close friend, Elwood Francis, in accordance with Dusty's own request. Their debut album, ZZ Top's first album, introduced the world to their signature blend of blues rock and quirky humor. But their popularity truly skyrocketed with their third album, Tres Hombres, a release that marked a major breakthrough, especially thanks to the iconic track La Grange. ZZ Top's peak era arrived in the 1980s with Eliminator, an album that fused Texas blues guitar with modern synthesizer elements. This combination produced a string of hits that launched the band into international stardom, including Gimme All Your Loving, Sharp Dressed Man, and Legs. Throughout their musical journey, Billy Gibbons and ZZ Top earned numerous prestigious awards that further cemented their status as rock icons. During MTV's golden era in the 1980s, they won several MTV Video Music Awards for their creative and unmistakable music videos, including Best Group Video for Legs, 1984, Best Direction for Sharp Dressed Man, 1984, and Best Art Direction for Rough Boy. Their legacy was honored permanently when ZZ Top was inducted in Hollywood's Rock Walk in 1994. In 2018, the band earned a Guinness World Record as the longest-running active group with an unchanged lineup, a record that lasted until Dusty Hill's passing in 2021. Their achievements were further solidified with their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004, recognizing ZZ Top's significant contributions to the history of popular music. As a tribute from their home state, Texas Governor Ann Richards also declared May 4, 1991 as ZZ Top Day, marking the band's profound impact on Texas culture and the rock music identity. Billy Gibbons married Gilligan Stillwater on December 14, 2005, after being in a long-term relationship for many years. Although they occasionally appear together at public events, they generally prefer to keep their personal lives far from the spotlight. Gilligan is known as a humble figure. She rarely gives interviews, doesn't seek attention on stage, and chooses instead to support Gibbons from behind the scenes without pursuing public recognition. Her calm demeanor and steadfast support have provided a strong foundation in Billy Gibbons' personal life, offering balance amid the demands of his career and the rock star image that surrounds him. Billy Gibbons currently resides in Houston, Texas, the place where he was born.
Billy Gibbons, the legendary guitarist of ZZ Top, is known not only for his white beard and signature guitar sound, but also as a true gearhead with an extraordinary and deeply personal collection of custom cars. Among his most striking creations is CadZZilla, a 1948 Cadillac Series 62 completely reimagined by Boyd Coddington with Larry Erickson and Craig Naff, featuring a body so heavily reshaped that only a small portion of the original metal remains. Powered by a massive 500 cubic inch V8 with an aggressive Holley injection system. Then there's Eliminator, the iconic red 1933 Ford coupe with a chopped roof, custom three-piece hood, classic headlights, and the signature ZZ graphics on its body. This car became an unmistakable visual symbol of ZZ Top, appearing on album covers and in their music videos. Gibbons once shared how he bought the body of the car from its original owner in Tucson and sent it to Buffalo Motor Cars for a radical transformation. One of Gibbons' personal favorites is his 1932 Ford Highboy, which he famously described as a go-kart on steroids, an elegant roadster equipped with a French-built flathead V8 that blends both classic character and raw energy. Also notable is the 1958 Thunderbird Mexican Blackbird, customized by SoCal Speed Shop under Pete Chapois, named after the ZZ Top song. Another standout is the 1962 Chevrolet Impala Slampala, fitted with air ride suspension to create the signature lowrider slammed look. On the wilder hot rod side, his collection includes the 1933 Ford Whiskey Runner, featuring raw metal finishes in various phases and jagged design lines running from front to back, as well as a 1936 Ford Truck Rat Rod powered by a 1953 Ford flathead engine and S10 transmission, complete with a drop-tube front axle and buggy air shock suspension. Then there's the 1950 Ford Copperhead Business Coupe, named after its black and copper color scheme, and the 1936 Ford Mambo Coupe, adorned with a chrome skull on the front grille, nicknamed Mambo after a box full of Hawaiian shirts was found in its trunk. What makes Billy's collection truly special is that these cars are not just static showpieces. He actually drives them. With such an eclectic mix ranging from classic lowriders to rough rat rods, Gibbons' car collection embodies the intersection of blues rock culture and custom automotive artistry, making him a unique figure in both worlds. Billy is also known for his love of Bamileke woven hats from Cameroon. In an interview, he shared that he once traded his 10-gallon cowboy hat with a Bamileke chief, then later negotiated to acquire even more Bamileke hats. Since then, these hats have become part of his onstage identity, as iconic as his favorite guitars. Beyond serving as the name of his solo project, BFG brand represents more than just a label. It's a reflection of Gibbons' lifestyle, blending Texas spirit, rock and roll energy, and hot rod culture into a single identity. The product line began with Gibbons' signature sauces and seasonings, from the spicy BFG No. 44 sauce piquant, the sweet and smoky BFG No. 44 barbecue sauce, to the crowd favorite Whisker Bomb sweet heat barbecue sauce, loved by grilling enthusiasts.
But BFG brand doesn't stop in the kitchen. Gibbons also launched BFG boots, cowboy boots made in collaboration with Alvy's, fusing classic country style with his signature rock star attitude. The music world is included too, with the Billy F. Gibbons special signature guitar and the SE Electronics V7 BFG signature microphone, reinforcing how Billy's style, taste, and identity have evolved into a full-fledged brand.
Ultimately, BFG brand is more than just a collection of products. It is a slice of Billy Gibbons' world, full of flavor, full of sound, and full of personality.